Hey y'all, so I'm back again with another video. Thank you for tuning in with Princess. As you can tell by today's title, I'm just going to be going over the accusations that's surfacing against T.I. and Tiny, because as time goes on, child, there is more and more information that is becoming available, especially with the criminal charges that's possibly being pursued. Now, all of this stems from allegations that this couple, T.I. and Tiny, was engaged in abusive behaviors, including like drugging women, kidnapping. They were raping them, terrorized them, just a whole lot of accusations that's being formed, around these two couples. Now, I will say that I think it's more than what we actually see, and this goes farther, but I'm not going to get into those type of theories right now, or not at this time, because this video is just to kind of give a timeline of what's taking place and what's going on as of today. Because when I first heard about it, y'all, on Instagram, I sort of I won't say like brushed it off, but it's like I heard her say what she said, but didn't really hear too much after that, if that makes sense. So yeah, but let's go ahead and get into this video, y'all. So like I said, as many of you may be aware, that Sabrina Peterson had took to Instagram back in January. Now, Sabrina was a former friend, ex-friend, whatever friend to T.I. and Tiny for several years. But she put on Instagram that T.I. had put a gun to her head in front of her kids. Now, this was supposed to take place during a time that she was having some type of altercation with one of his assistants. I'm not sure why they had an altercation or what have you. But yeah, so that's when it was supposed to take place. It also was supposed to took place 2009. So I did see that on something I was looking at, that she was asked why did she take so long to say something, and she said with this women empowerment that they tell their story. So she felt like it was time for her to tell her story. So anywho, Tiny went on to defend him and was like, basically, you want an abuser to train your sons. So, they were really close to where the sons were calling T.I. uncle, which she did mention it was 2 years ago. So they probably had some type of falling out at that time again. Tiny seemed a little bit confused, and she was just like, stop harassing my family. You strange. Everybody know you being special. Please get help and leave us alone, is what she told her on Instagram. And T.I., he never responded to that actual post. Now, towards the end of January, Sabrina went back on to post like a series of screenshots, allegedly of DMs from women who had claimed that they had been kidnapped. They were drugged by them, they were raped by them, and terrorized with threats of death and/or like bodily harm, or physical bodily harm. Sorry, but yeah. So this is really serious, and as of right now, I mean, I just don't know. Like, we wasn't there, so all of this is allegedly until proof surface. So yeah, this is a mess. But I will say that the representative did issue a statement on behalf of T.I. and Tiny, and just wanted the public to know that they deny in the strongest way possible these allegations that's been brought against them by Sabrina. And they also mentioned that they've had trouble with Sabrina for over a decade. Now I'm kind of confused about that, because if your kids was calling them, if Sabrina kids was calling him uncle 2 years ago, but y'all had trouble with her over a decade, then I don't know what was really going on there. But anywho, they do take the matter very seriously, and if the allegations don't end, they claim that they will take appropriate legal actions. Now, T.I., like I said, he didn't respond to Sabrina post directly, but he did go on to his own Instagram to do a live to deny the allegations. And so I'm just going to insert a little small clip here.
That get people to believe and make them come out and say, they're a liar, they're a liar, they're a liar. And then they can say, see, they call me a liar. That's defamation. Then they drag you in court, get you under oath and all that. Because unfortunately right now, it doesn't matter as much what they can prove you did. It matters what you can prove you didn't. You know what I mean? And that's just an unfortunate place that our society has made it to. But I want to be clear about one thing. Women who have been victimized deserve to be heard. Women, black women in particular, should be supported, protected, defended, and uplifted. However, evil has no gender. People with evil intentions have no gender. A threat comes in all shapes and sizes. I would never treat a woman the same way I would treat a threat. Alright? So I think that has to be distinguished. First and foremost, I want to say my wife is a beautiful person with an amazing spirit and a kind heart. She's a devoted mother, and she has a humble soul. She don't deserve it. She don't deserve it. Now, what we not gonna do is open up the door to my bedroom, as you shouldn't have to either. Open up the door to my bedroom for everybody to come in and chime in and make their opinions about what we do and don't do or should or shouldn't do. But I will say this. Whatever we ever have done has been done with consensual adults who into what we into and like what we like. If we want something, we know exactly where to go to get it. We ain't never forced nobody. We ain't never drugged nobody against their will. We ain't never held nobody against their will. We ain't never made nobody do anything. We ain't never trafficked anything. Well, sexually trafficked anything.
Yep, so that was a little bit of what T.I. had to say. Now, moving on to February, their TV show was placed on hold due to the allegations. You know, the nature of the series of these allegations. They did make the decision just to suspend the production so that they could gather more information. And they did reach out to T.I. and Tiny, as well as local and state officials. So that show is now being suspended, and I think Marvel Studios has gave T.I. the boot as well. But yeah, so now on March 1st, it's 11 accusers that came forward, and they are being represented by attorney Tyrone Blackburn. Now, he was actually contacted by 30 women, so it looks like he's just doing 11 now. These various events, they did take place about 15 years ago, and it was in the states of California, Georgia, and Florida. Now, one of the ladies indicates that she was an old friend of Tiny, and she was from Atlanta. She mentioned that she was both a victim of the drugging and sexual assault. And she said that she also was a witness who had personally witnessed women complaining about being kidnapped and held against their will for days at a time. So yeah, these are some serious allegations. And like I said, I don't know what took place there or what they had going on, but baby, it's a whole lot of going on now. This stuff is slowly unraveling. But yeah, so now, so that's where we're at now, is that basically Blackburn, he wants charges to be brought against, want investigation basically to be done. And he makes sure that he noted that this is about justice, not about dollars. So they don't want no money, to shut them up or close the case. They want justice for this that has taken place. So yeah, y'all. So we just gonna continue to just monitor this story, see what happens, and yeah. Oh, and then also I just wanted to mention as well that Sabrina is now trying to sue T.I. and Tiny for defamation. More so, I guess, of Tiny, because she was the one that responded to the post. But Sabrina felt that she was being harassed by Tiny's response. So, yeah, that's a whole nother level, which the attorney for T.I. and Tiny claimed that Sabrina claims were meritless. So, I don't know, you guys. We're just going to have to stay tuned and see what happens from here. So yeah, if you like this content or you have anything you want to add to the story, any feedback or your thoughts or opinions, please leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.